Right now, live at 6, we're learning more about a SWAT situation that nabs a wanted man with guns and drugs in Kennewick.
Everybody come together and try to help one another. We had one neighbor come bring us over 4 water bottles, another neighbor bring us over 2 blankets.
Also ahead, a fire breaks out in a large apartment complex near downtown Richland. We're there.
Plus, our Monique Ledesma is speaking with a business owner in Grandview who lost everything in a fire this week.
And as we look live in Richland, get ready for that frigid weekend we've been telling you about. Tiffany is in for Stacy with your first alert forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. We made it to January the 17th. First at 6, a business owner in Grandview is left picking up the pieces after a fire broke out early Wednesday morning in the downtown area.
That's right. As Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma tells us, the fire impacts more than her business. She lost everything she owns.
Raymond Navarro is the son of Miss Sylvia, who owned the herbery Hope. Navarro says his mom always wanted a shop where she could help people through natural remedies.
Definitely all the memories. I mean, the smell of all the herbs. You know, when we walked in, yeah, I definitely knew it was somewhere very familiar. I mean, all the memories come flooding back of, you know, growing up, helping her set things up, stocking, things like that. You know, we've been talking about it over the last day and a half, you know, just everything that you know, has been coming to her mind, but yeah, definitely the memories of growing up, helping her out with it.
He says she first started her business in 1998 and has been at the downtown location for over 20 years. He also says it was his mom's dream to have a place where she was her own boss. But when Navarro got a call at 6:30 that morning, he didn't know that everything would change in just a matter of seconds.
She, you know, let me know that she made it out of the building with just the top that she had on, and I went back in the house, grabbed some clothes for her, and you know, things she needed, and made my way down to the police department where she was waiting. Unfortunately, watching her building burn down from down the street.
Sylvia Navarro says for a second she didn't know where her support dog was, but at the Grammy Police Department, the two had an emotional reunion. I have translated Miss Sylvia's interview from Spanish to English, and she says losing her business isn't in the front of her mind at the moment.
I
appreciate all the people that have called me because they are worried, but I don't feel so much of the loss. The only thing I feel is that I was left without a home, where to live, and all the people that would come and visit me at my shop. Since the fire, Navarro has brought his mom to live with him. Her other family members have helped her as well with daily necessities. But Miss Sylvia lost everything. Her home was behind her shop and was destroyed in the fire. Navarro has now started a GoFundMe to help his mom. Reporting in Grandview, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
One miracle from that, the dog is okay, Monique, thank you. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, and a third-party investigator is now involved. You can find a link to the GoFundMe at applevalleynewsnow.com right after this newscast.
New tonight, firefighters were called to the Columbia Park Apartments in Richland this morning. Take a look. The small fire at the large complex on the 1600 block of Jadwin Avenue forced a number of people to evacuate. Fire crews say they were able to put out the flames in the bedroom of one apartment. The family will not be able to return at this time. When we arrived, no smoke or flames were visible.
And I was trying to pull my car out, and then all of a sudden, like, I realized I wasn't going to be able to because everything going on. I'm just helping him make sure he stays warm and stays behaving. Yeah, it is definitely cold right now, and it's just, when something like this happens, it's like just everybody come together and try to help one another. We had one neighbor come bring us over 4 water bottles.
The fire did not extend beyond the bedroom, so all the other apartments within the building should be able to be livable here shortly.
The cause of the fire is under investigation. Nobody was hurt. Well, the weekend is almost here, and along with it, the colder weather.
Yes, so let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Tiffany Savona. She's in for Stacy and joins us with a first look at our forecast. Tiffany, how cold are we talking?
We're talking about teens and 20s during the overnight hours into the early morning hours, not only this weekend, but into next week as well. We're not talking about breaking any records, but this is certainly going to be a little bit of a shock to the system considering we've seen a warm and wet January so far across the region. So right now, temperatures are running a couple degrees below where they were at this time yesterday. So that cooling trend continues. And right now our temperatures have dropped into the 30s. Keep in mind, we saw highs in the upper 40s today. Tri-Cities topped out at 48. That's going to be our last 40-degree high for a while. We're talking about temperatures right now close to freezing in Tri-Cities. We're down to the freezing mark in Connell, 35 at Hanford, 34 in Yakima, 34 Walla Walla, and 33 degrees in Hermiston. If you are headed out this Friday evening, maybe it's date night, just be sure to bundle up. Temperatures will likely be hovering in the lower 30s over the next few hours, and then drop into the 20s by tomorrow morning. So this weekend, you're going to need to bundle up. If you have a fireplace, you may want to gather some extra firewood. Temperatures in the middle 30s. Those are highs all weekend long. Lows in the 20s. Monday morning will be the coldest morning area-wide with lows into the teens. But like I mentioned, this cold weather pattern sticks around for quite some time. We'll let you know when those 40s are back in the forecast coming up in a bit. Austin and Wendy, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. In developing news now, many law enforcement agencies spent several hours in a standoff with a man in Kennewick. This happened at a home in the 300 block of South Roosevelt Street last night. Our very own Monique Ledesma was there. One officer told her they had evidence the man was inside with a gun.
Yeah, Kennewick, Richland, and Pasco police were at the scene, along with Benton and Franklin County Sheriff's offices. Also, Tri-City SWAT and the Richland Bomb Squad. Authorities used flashbangs and spoke on a loudspeaker to try to get the man to come out of the house. Officers also broke some house windows to send a drone inside. After 4.5 hours, the man finally came out and was arrested.
In this instance, officers did conduct a search warrant after the suspect was in custody at the residence and recovered a significant amount of narcotics and 4 firearms. So as you can see that those special weapons and tactics, as SWAT is called, are important to make sure that we can have a safe resolution.
Police say the man was booked into the Benton County Jail on 2 counts of assault in the first degree, also unlawful possession of a firearm, resisting arrest, and obstruction.
Tonight, police are asking for your help to solve a more than year-old homicide case. Kennewick police say in December of 2023, someone shot 35-year-old Juan Diego Beloso multiple times in his driveway. It happened in the area of South Vancouver Street and West 4th Avenue. Beloso later died at the hospital. If you know anything about this homicide, call the police. You can remain anonymous.
Now to news in Northern Oregon. An area high school had a lockdown drill this week, but this one was a bit different. At Pendleton High School, teachers and staff knew there would be a drill, but they didn't know what time. The drill happened when most students were not in their classrooms, but in the hallways. So that meant everyone needed to know where to go and what to do. The Pendleton Police Department and Oregon State Police were there to help in this drill. They say they were pleasantly surprised to see most everyone did the right thing. We should note parents were notified of this lockdown drill before it started.
Preliminary interviews for the Kennewick School District's next superintendent are scheduled for Tuesday, January 28th, and then Thursday, January 30th. They will be at the district's administration center. The interviews will run from 5:30 to 8:45 both evenings. 6 candidates have been selected by the board of directors for this initial round of interviews. Members of the public are welcome to attend and watch the interview process. Following the interviews, finalists will be invited to return for final interviews with district staff, students, and community members. That will be scheduled for early February. The new superintendent will assume the role July 1st.
Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, is just getting started. Still ahead, Dan Hansen has this week's Kraken Plays of the Week.
Plus, a new business opens in the Tri-Cities, and we're there for the celebration.
And as we leave you to break, another live picture from Richland. Get ready for that super cold weekend. Tiffany is in for Stacy. She's got your full First Alert forecast. When we return, do stay with us.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is celebrating 3 decades of fun. We're starting our 30th year, giving away over $30,000 in cash and prizes. Join the fun starting in January and win up to $500 cash every 15 minutes. You could be one of 5 lucky winners to take home the $1995 cash grand prize. The celebration continues with over $30,000 again in February. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
My name is Chris Lee. I'm a dot worker, and I do stuff around the dot area. So originally I started in Richland in March 2012. I went from Richland to Kennewick. I just applied on their application. As soon as I'm in the interview, they hired me right on the spot. I did my training at the store. There was no bills or nothing like that. Now, when you tell me busy, you tell me not busy. It kind of varies from time to time. I just love the people here. Everybody enjoy my sense of humor. Just like working here.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Here comes the 31st annual Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 24th, 25th, and 26th at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Come see Masai, the famous African lion. Check out the hourly hunting and fishing seminars. Kids can fish at Lunker Lake. See the trophies of the Northwest Big Game Display. 2 buildings full of exhibitors, boats, RVs, pickups, ATVs, and more. It's the Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 24th through 26th in Pasco. Don't miss it.
At McCurley Subaru, your way home starts with the adventure-ready 2025 Subaru Forester with all-new styling from the ground up. Built for life in the Tri-Cities and wherever the road takes you, the Forester is perfect for everything, from quick trips to the farmer's market to weekend escapes into the mountains. Its all-wheel drive and generous ground clearance tackle every twist and turn, while the spacious interior has room for family, friends, and all your gear. Save on a new Subaru Forester today from McCurley Subaru.
It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride to clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Texans, Chiefs, NFL Countdown starts at 11 Saturday morning on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. A Tri-Cities business opened a new location after the CEO and the president say they've outgrown the old spot. Sagebrush Employment Services cut the ribbon on their new home in Kennewick. You hear the cheers there. Many community members came out to show their support. The city of Kennewick's Mayor Pro Tem read a proclamation for that business as well. James Brandt, the president, and CEO Rob Wilson say they're ready to go.
Just that warm feeling you get inside when you help somebody, really, really nice.
And we've definitely seen a need in the Tri-Cities as well for these services. So we're very excited to continue to work with the people of the Tri-Cities.
Brent and Wilson say if you need their help, you can either go to their website or just stop by the office off of Edison Street in Kennewick. They're open Monday through Friday from 9 until 4:30.
The Kraken Plays of the Week, sponsored by Legends Casino.
Well, Apple Valley News Now is your local TV home for the Seattle Kraken, and the new year hasn't been kind to Seattle as they are dropping in the standings.
Yeah, the boys in blue are looking to find an identity on the ice. Meanwhile, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen found some great plays from Seattle as they work through it, and he brings us the first Kraken Plays of the Week for 2025.
Coming in at number 5, the game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. We picked things up in the third period. Penguins pulled their goalie for the extra skater. More men on the ice, less problems as Capo Caco intercepts the pass at mid-ice and fires the shot dead center as Seattle puts the game on ice. At number 4 in the Steel City, as the Kraken are looking to tie things up, Oliver Bjorkstrand finds Jamie Alexiak, who maneuvers his way through the Pittsburgh defense and lights the lamp to tie things up at 2. Coming in at number 3, we send things over to Winnipeg for a matchup with arguably the best team in the NHL, the Jets. Jaden Schwartz flips the puck above the Jet defense to Kakko, who finds Matty Beniers for the goal, giving Seattle the first goal of the game. At number 2, we head back to Pittsburgh. Kraken on the attack in the Penguin zone. Joshua Mahora takes the puck around the goal, finding Shane Wright with the pretty assist to Eli Tolvanen for the quick shot past the goalie to put the Kraken ahead for good. The top play of the week, Joey Daccord. Yes, Joey Daccord, clearing the puck past the Penguins defense. Guess they didn't hear Chandler Stevenson behind him, who fires the puck past 2 Penguins players and banks it off the Pittsburgh netminder for the power play goal. That's it for this week's Plays of the Week. We'll have more for you next week. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you for that. Have a good weekend. Pacific Power says they are monitoring the weather system that is expected to bring extreme temperatures this weekend. Customers can conserve energy by shifting usage during periods of high demand, helping with the reliability of electric service while also saving money on bills. Other ways customers can help during periods of high demand: set the thermostat to 68 degrees when you're at home. Lower the temperature by several degrees when you are away from home and at bedtime. And clean or replace furnace filters often. Turn off lights, computers, and electronics when not in use.
Roughly 328,000 Samurai Mini smoke alarms are now recalled. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the smoke alarms can malfunction and fail to alert people of a fire. And obviously that poses a risk of smoke inhalation or even death. Tests the CPSC did on the alarms found one of the detectors failed to alert when exposed to predetermined concentrations of smoke. The alarms were sold on HSN between July 2020 and November of 2024. Consumers should immediately contact the company 361 for a free replacement alarm. 361 received 8 reports of the alarms failing to activate in the presence of smoke. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
The coldest air of the season will be moving into the Pacific Northwest and across much of the country as that Arctic air from Canada starts to seep in this weekend and into early next week. Right now, things are quiet. We actually saw highs today in the upper 40s. So hopefully you took advantage of that and enjoyed it, because we're not going to see 40s for a while. It's going to get much colder starting tomorrow. So right now, things are quiet in Richland. The sun set about an hour and a half ago, so you can see the sky is dark there, and temperatures have dropped since the sun has set. We're down into the 30s, 33 degrees right now in the Tri-Cities, 32 Connell, 31 in Dayton, 29 degrees in Ellensburg, 34 in Yakima, and we're down to 37 already in Pendleton. Now those winds are pretty light. They're a little bit stronger over toward the Dayton area, but anywhere between 5 and 10 miles per hour, and those will decrease even more overnight. And with a clear sky and those light winds, high pressure in control, that could allow some of that patchy fog, and with temperatures below freezing, that fog could freeze. So we're talking about the potential for freezing fog early on your Saturday morning. Now here's the weather pattern that's going to take shape starting this weekend and into next week. We have a large dip in the jet stream, and that just shows you all these areas in blue will see temperatures well below average. The extreme cold will be confined to the Dakotas over toward Montana and Minnesota. That's where high temperatures won't even get above 0, but more impressive are the wind chills, and there's some scary looking wind chills. The National Weather Service actually issued an extreme cold warning. We don't see that too often for wind chills as low as 40 below, 50 below zero. So that's where frostbite sets in a matter of minutes. Thankfully, we're not going to have to deal with numbers that low here across the Columbia Basin or across the Yakima Valley or the foothills of the Blues. But we are going to see temperatures below average, colder than it has been for sure. So overnight tonight, a clear sky, light winds. Again, we may see some of that patchy freezing fog develop by tomorrow morning. So if you're out and about and you notice that visibility is a bit reduced, just watch out for some slick spots out there because temperatures are going to be well below freezing in the morning. We're talking about widespread low to middle 20s out there. Tomorrow afternoon, there may be a few clouds, but all in all, plenty of sunshine, and we need that sunshine because temperatures are going to be a bit colder compared to today. We're only going to top out in the middle 30s. So that's a good 10 to 15 degrees cooler than those upper 40s we saw earlier this afternoon. Your 7-day forecast showing that it stays cold. Keep in mind our average this time of year, lower 40s. So we'll keep highs in the 30s all the way into next week. The coldest morning will be Monday morning with lows in the teens area wide. And then we may get back into the 40s by Friday with another chance for rain and snow by the end of next week. Yakima 36 tomorrow, 35 on Sunday, 16 Monday morning. And then we keep it in the 30s for highs as we go through next week. In Walla Walla, 34 tomorrow, more clouds on Sunday, 32, 18 Monday morning. And then we'll see those temperatures come up just a little bit, but staying well below average with 40s returning on Friday. Hermiston 36 tomorrow, 35 Sunday, and then for MLK Junior Day, we have temperatures around 34, and we'll keep those 30s going until Thursday of next week.
All right, get ready for a big cool down. I don't know what else to say, right?
That's very true. Well, I have a little bit more to say on that, actually, Austin, because with this weekend's Arctic blast, we're going to have more advice on how to stay healthy when we come back.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service, plus free electrical safety inspection. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Legends Casino Hotel knows you can't get too high or too low in January, otherwise known as high amounts of snow and low temps. We've got the perfect way to warm up your winter. Winterfest high-low drawings. Every Friday, we're giving away over $39,000 in guaranteed cash. Just fire up your Legends Rewards card when playing to earn entries. We'll pick 2 winners from 6 to 9 p.m. And if you guess the most high-low cards, you could stuff up to 10 grand in your parka, overcoat, or onesie. Whatever. Just get in here and win.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Welcome to Hoops, your new favorite restaurant and bar, where the vibe is clean, the food is delicious, and the staff always friendly. Whether you're in for a night of trivia, a round of pool, darts, dancing, pull tabs, or karaoke, Hoops has it all. Great food, great people, Hoops, where every night is a great experience. Hoops Bar. Stop by today for your next great night out.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning. We promise
friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Well, we are in for another round of bone-chilling temperatures. I think you might have heard us mention it once or twice, and experts are urging you to stay safe out there. When it's cold, your body loses heat faster than it can be produced. So
and
that's important.
Yeah, and that can really lead to dangerous health problems. So in today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has tips from an emergency medicine doctor on how to keep your family safe throughout the winter.
When the temperatures fall, the danger rises.
Any amount of time spent on the cold, you're at risk for hypothermia.
Dr. Andrew Hill with Cleveland Clinic says winter weather can be dangerous for everyone. To stay safe, layer clothing. Wear moisture-wicking clothing underneath, made of wool or synthetic material. Avoid cotton. He says that will hold the moisture in. Then wear water and wind repellent shells over top.
It's one thing to have cold weather, an entirely different thing to have rain, snow that melts on your clothes, and especially to be in the wind. Those are just going to drop your core body temperature really quickly.
Certain extremities are most at risk for frost nip and frostbite, including your nose, ears, toes, cheeks, chin, and fingers.
Having some good warm insulated gloves, hat that covers your ears, a couple layers of socks maybe, all those are going to really protect you from the elements.
Hill says to also watch out for red flags. First signs of frostbite may be redness or pain on the body. He says to get inside, remove wet clothing, and soak the areas in warm water. But if you're noticing the skin is turning a dusky gray or blue or is blistering, seek emergency medical attention. As for hypothermia, signs in adults include shivering, exhaustion, confusion, fumbling hands, memory loss, slurred speech, and drowsiness.
We really need to prioritize getting to the ER immediately so we can resuscitate them.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, thank you very much, Mandy. We've got more news and weather in our 6:30 half hour, and that is when we return.
A waterfall, a footbridge, and more. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
With a new CR-V from McCurley Honda in Richland, your way home is ready for every Tri-Cities adventure. And yes, it's packed with cup holders. From Costco runs to weekend escapes in the Great Northwest, the Honda CR-V has the space, style, and smarts to handle it all. With available all-wheel drive and impressive fuel efficiency, it's the perfect fit for life here at home. Drive home today in a new Honda CR-V and get 1.9% financing. McCurley Honda, your way home.
Conflict creates a lot of stress in our lives, yet conflict is inevitable. Whether it be with family, coworkers, or neighbors, disagreements are never pleasant. At the Dispute Resolution Center, we help people resolve conflict, avoid lawsuits, and heal relationships through mediation. Call us at 509-783-3325 or go to drctc.org to learn more. The Dispute Resolution Center, where arguments become agreements.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Valentine's Day at the Country Mercantile is where passion meets perfection in every handcrafted delight. Our master chocolatiers create gourmet chocolates, chocolate-dipped strawberries, and delicious works of art, each piece a testament to timeless elegance. From balloons, local ciders, and fresh flowers to carefully curated gift baskets, every gift is a masterpiece, designed to speak the language of love. Make this Valentine's Day extraordinary. Explore our collection in store or online at countrymercantile.com.
Welcome to the unpredictable, the unforgettable, the unbelievable football.
The Houston Texans battle the world champion Kansas City Chiefs in a winner-take-all AFC divisional playoff. Texans Chiefs NFL Countdown starts at 11 Saturday morning.
Tonight, a beloved father who went missing and evidently told his best friends not to come looking for him.
Let's just say the phrase "over my dead body" takes on a new meaning.
Just when you think you know where the story is headed, things take a turn.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., school bonds are up for discussion in the Washington State Legislature. Albert James will tell us more.
Plus, MLK Day is Monday. We're previewing a big march in Yakima. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Good to see everybody. Welcome back. Happy Friday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redmond. Well, we always start our second half hour with weather, but it's extra important, I think, today because some big changes are coming.
Right. So let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Tiffany Savona. She's in for Stacy and joins us with the very latest. Hi there, Tiffany.
Good evening to the both of you. And if you don't like the cold weather, you're really not going to be a fan of the forecast this weekend or into next week, because we're going to see the coldest air of the season move in this weekend, and it kind of just lingers into next week as well. So temperatures are already cooling down. It was nice today. We saw highs above average, upper 40s. You could say goodbye to the 40s and hello to the 30s, because that's where we're going to stay as we head into the weekend and into next week. We're at 33 in the Tri-Cities, many of us hovering right around that freezing mark. The winds are light, thankfully, but with that light wind and a clear sky, temperatures are going to plummet into the lower 20s by tomorrow morning. There may be a little bit of patchy freezing fog that develops, possibly in the valley area. So I don't think it'll be widespread, but if you see that visibility is reduced early tomorrow morning and you're heading out on the roads, just be aware that there could be some slick spots out there. Here's your day planner for your Saturday. Everyone's starting off in the 20s early in the morning. We'll see plenty of sunshine tomorrow, but look at those highs. Yes, only in the middle 30s. Ellensburg, we should only make it up to 32. Yakima, 36. 36 Tri-Cities, 36 in Hermiston, and 34 in Walla Walla. So a good 10 to 15 degrees colder than what it felt like outside today. The cold weather lingers into MLK Day. We'll let you know how cold it's going to be for those festivities coming up. Austin, Wendy.
All right, thanks so much, Tiffany. Proposed legislation in Washington would lower the voter threshold for school bond measures, making it so only 55% of voters would have to approve them rather than the 60%.
Yeah, Albert James is in Olympia with what school officials think about the move and how voters will weigh in.
We're investing in our future. We're investing in our kids.
Democratic State Senators Deb Krishnadathan and Adrian Cortez are the driving forces behind Senate Bill 5186 and Senate Joint Resolution 8200. The measures would amend the state constitution to lower the approval rate needed for school construction bonds.
With the 60% right now, it's an unachievable goal for many of our districts.
The Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction testified in support, saying that out of 14 bond measures this past November, only 4 passed. They say that number would have gone up to 9 if the threshold was at 55%.
If 5 more of those bonds would have passed, that would have been $1 billion more in funding available for these school facilities.
At a hearing Thursday, school officials from across the state said they've struggled to improve facilities, often falling slightly short of a 60% supermajority and ultimately spending more money to rerun bond elections again and again.
So we have over hundreds of buildings throughout the state that are over 100 years old.
And so we all know there's new codes, there's new requirements. We fall into categories where schools just are not as efficient as they should be.
Our community has tried twice in the last 9 years to pass bonds for our field, but both attempts failed. Without that support, we lack the facilities that many other schools take for granted. When our football team made it to the state playoffs, we couldn't host the games at home because our field wasn't good enough.
Many school officials say they would prefer a simple majority similar to levies, but Krishna Dawson says that could make its passage more challenging. Opponents to the bill have concerns about increasing property taxes and accountability of school spending.
There should be efforts to make it harder to raise taxes. There should be efforts to actually lower property taxes. I cannot emphasize enough the visceral opposition there is to higher property taxes.
For the threshold to be lowered, Senate Bill 5186 must pass the legislature. Senate Joint Resolution 8200 would need a 2/3 majority vote from both the House and the Senate for the amendment to be posed to the voters. Then, a simple majority of voters would need to approve that amendment, lowering the threshold. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
All right, Albert, thank you for that. Just into the Apple Valley News Now newsroom, some breaking news this half hour. Pasco City Manager Adam Lincoln has resigned his position. Lincoln says he is taking on the executive director role for the Port of Pasco, set to happen when current Port of Pasco executive director Randy Hayden retires in March. Lincoln has been with the Port of Pasco since 2020. His resignation will be effective in March. The city says it will decide on what to do with the city manager position in the coming weeks. So stay with us for updates.
Columbia Basin College will host the Martin Luther King Jr. bell ringing ceremony Monday. The event begins at 5:30 outside the T building near the MLK statue. This will give the community a chance to gather and honor the life and legacy of Dr. King. During the event, CBC will present the MLK Spirit Award, an annual recognition given to a person who exemplifies Dr. King's values and vision for social justice, equality, and service to others. People will have the chance to eat, listen to music, and check out the Manhattan Project photo gallery as well. The USDA Forest Service will waive recreation fees at most day-use sites across national forests in Oregon and Washington on Monday. This, again, in recognition of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This fee waiver is designed to remove barriers to access, allowing more people to experience the recreational opportunities offered on national forests. The agency also recognizes this day as a National Day of Service, which aligns with a broader effort to encourage public engagement with nature and promote volunteer service on public lands. The fee waiver applies to many Forest Service day-use sites, including picnic areas, most boat launches, and trailheads. Attention Yakima drivers, you will find sections of some streets temporarily closed Monday for the MLK Day March.
So the march will begin at 12 p.m. at Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and North 5th Avenue. Organizers will begin setting up at 11 a.m. They anticipate it will end around 1 p.m. Rolling street closures are planned along the route. It is open to the public. Organizers anticipate more than 400 participants. On the national front tonight, the Supreme Court has agreed to review whether schools may read LGBTQ+ books to elementary school students without giving parents the ability to opt their kids out on religious grounds. A group of mostly Muslim and Ethiopian Orthodox parents sued Montgomery County, Maryland schools over the policy. They argued it violated their First Amendment religious rights. The group sought an injunction to block the policy while courts considered their underlying First Amendment challenge. Lower federal courts have denied that request.
If you have a layover in Atlanta, you are in good company. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport was named the world's busiest airport for the second year in a row. According to the aviation analytics firm's research, 4 of the top 10 busiest airports were in the United States, and all of the top airports saw growth in 2024.
Here's a big talker. The clock is ticking down on TikTok in America. The Supreme Court today upheld the law, bringing the ban one step closer. The law requires TikTok to find a new non-Chinese owner or face a ban that is scheduled to go into effect Sunday. And there is little indication the company is set to pull off a sale before then. That means 170 million Americans could lose access to the app. Although the ban deadline is now just 2 days away, there are still many unknowns about what exactly will happen. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30, a student-run bank in one Eastern Washington community is making the headlines.
Plus, before you make your weekend plans, you are going to want to see this chilly forecast ahead. Tiffany is up next.
Texans, Chiefs, NFL Countdown starts at 11 Saturday morning on Apple Valley News Now.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Theory of a Dead Man. I remember the day. Unplugged. You left for Santa Monica. Friday, February 28th, 8 p.m., Legends Casino Hotel. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. I'm starting to see. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Alive on the angel. Don't miss Theory of a Dead Man. Unplugged.
Valentine's Day at the Country Mercantile is where passion meets perfection in every handcrafted delight. Our master chocolatiers create gourmet chocolates, chocolate-dipped strawberries, and delicious works of art, each piece a testament to timeless elegance. From balloons, local ciders, and fresh flowers to carefully curated gift baskets, every gift is a masterpiece, designed to speak the language of love. Make this Valentine's Day extraordinary. Explore our collection in store or online at countrymercantile.com.
Get 3.9% APR on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
At McCurley Subaru, your way home starts with the adventure-ready 2025 Subaru Forester with all-new styling from the ground up. Built for life in the Tri-Cities and wherever the road takes you, the Forester is perfect for everything, from quick trips to the farmer's market to weekend escapes into the mountains. Its all-wheel drive and generous ground clearance tackle every twist and turn, while the spacious interior has room for family, friends, and all your gear. Save on a new Subaru Forester today from McCurley Subaru.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning. We promise friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Check this out. A student-run bank just opened up in one Eastern Washington high school.
And new at 6:30 tonight, Hunter Bertram from our sister station, KXLY News 4, is in Liberty Lake with the details.
It's not typical that when you're in a high school, you have the ability to walk up to a bank teller.
What can I do for you today?
I'd like to cash a check. However, that's now the reality for students at Ridgeline High School as a GISA credit union opened in the school.
I really wish I would have had something like this in my high school so that I wouldn't be so clueless trying to figure this out on my own.
Kelly Damaris is a technical education teacher at Ridgeline. She helped bring this bank to the school.
Now they're getting that direct access at school. They can start early, get that practice in a safe space.
The main goal is to help students become financially literate while still in the safety of a high school.
Rylan Rivera is an intern with GISA and a student at the school. He and Scarlett Lambert, a junior and fellow intern, run the bank 3 days a week during lunch.
They can get more direction from their own peers on like how the program works and what they can get from it.
It's similar to any bank, but with some perks. Students can open a checking account with as little as $0 to put into it. GISA will give them $5 to get started, and the account has some safeguards like no overdraft fees. If they don't have money on their card, they'll just be declined, and the account doesn't require a recurring payment to remain open.
So if we can start them on a really good foundation early on in high school so that they go out into the world prepared, so they can lead happy lives, financially stable lives, so that they don't get into those debt snowball situations.
Once students graduate, they can keep their accounts, but at 19, they'll switch to a normal adult checking account. At that time, GISA and the school expect they'll have the knowledge to be successful in their finances.
And that was Hunter Bertram reporting.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
The coldest air of the season will be moving in this weekend and lingering into next week. And that's going to be the case for much of the lower 48. Temperatures are already starting to drop across the northern tier. Minot, Billings, we're in the teens, and those areas just north of Minot and Billings are actually getting close to 0 degrees as a very strong cold front sweeps across the plains this evening. Here's what the weather pattern is going to look like over the next few days. There's going to be a large dip in the jet stream, which is going to allow this cold Canadian air to infiltrate the lower 48, and temperatures are going to be kept well below average for much of the country this weekend and into next week. And we're going to continue to see that northerly flow bringing in that cooler air. Temperatures have dropped into the lower 30s. Keep in mind, just a few hours ago, we saw highs in the upper 40s. Yes, we were close to 50 today, but it's already turning colder, and it's going to be much colder tomorrow. 33 in the Tri-Cities right now, 34 in Walla Walla, 37 Pendleton, 33 Sunnyside, and 34 degrees in Yakima. Ellensburg already in the 20s. As we go into the overnight period, mainly clear, light winds, some patchy freezing fog may develop early tomorrow morning with temperatures in the 20s. I don't think it's going to be widespread, but if you notice some fog developing on your travels tomorrow morning, visibility dropping, make sure you just slow down and watch out for some slick spots, because any of those bridges, overpasses will be slick where that fog is. Now tomorrow, it's looking pretty nice as far as cloud cover goes. I think we'll see a lot of sunshine tomorrow, maybe a few clouds here and there, but it's not going to help warm us up, as temperatures will be a good 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we saw today. We're looking at highs tomorrow only in the middle 30s. Keep in mind our average high this time of year in the lower 40s. So 36 for your high in Tri-Cities tomorrow, 34 Walla Walla, 36 in Hermiston, and 36 degrees in Yakima. We're looking at middle 30s Sunday as well. I know the kids have off on Monday for MLK Junior Day. There will be that march, as you heard Austin and Wendy talking about earlier in the show, that will be held in Yakima. It'll start at noon. If you're going to be attending that, you need to bundle up, have all the layers, the hat, the scarf, the gloves. Make sure you have warm shoes as well, because temperatures will be in the 20s as folks are getting ready to line up. The walk beginning at noon, and as it wraps up, temperatures will still be below freezing across the Yakima Valley. Your 7-day forecast showing that you will need those indoor activities for the kiddos through the weekend and into next week. We will stay dry though, and we may see 40s by next Friday. It's a while away though, with a slight chance for some rain and snow by the end of next week. Yakima 36 tomorrow, 35 Sunday. Now the coldest morning looks like it'll be Monday morning, where we see widespread teens. Thankfully, we won't have much of a wind chill to worry about. Temperatures slowly climb through the 30s and into the 40s by Friday of next week. Walla Walla, we're dry, we're just cold. We'll see more clouds on Sunday, and then we're back to more sunshine on Monday, 33, upper 30s by the end of the week, and 40s with a little bit of rain, snow possible Friday. Hermiston 36 tomorrow, 35 on Sunday. Coldest morning Monday morning with teens area-wide, and then we see temperatures slowly start to rise through the 30s, but staying well below average through most of next week. Austin, Wendy, back to you.
It'll be nice to be up at 40 again, won't it?
It will. Yeah, that's going to feel real good.
For sure. All right, coming up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
It is a revamp of Donkey Kong. Details and what's trending when we return.
I want you to want me.
Get ready for a musical institution. Cheap Trick, live. Saturday, February 22nd, 8 p.m. Legends Casino Hotel. Over 4 decades, and the legacy continues. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends gift shop. Cheap Trick, live.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Come tour the brand new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital. We're hosting open houses on Saturday, January 11th and 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Explore state-of-the-art operating rooms, private patient rooms, and our welcoming cafeteria. Don't forget to visit the Foundation gift shop. Tours will be available in English and Spanish. Join us at the new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital. See the future of healthcare right here in your community. For more information, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we grow.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted Crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
Fun times are waiting for you at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Enjoy Vegas-style slots and table games, fine dining, and exciting entertainment. And now, get your tickets for the Australian Bee Gees, a tribute show on Saturday, February 15th. Voted the best tribute show in Las Vegas. Come jive to all the classic Bee Gees hits that you know and love. Get your tickets now. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
It's not what you park in your driveway that makes it home. At McCurley, we understand that. And that's why we go beyond the transaction to provide a complete ownership experience. Because it's the people, the experiences, and the memories awaiting you that make it home. And your vehicle is how you get there.
Drive home in a new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 for only $519 a month.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Super Mario's gorilla buddy, Donkey Kong, I know you know him, he goes ape in a remastered video game out now.
I remember that song. Nintendo has released Donkey Kong Country Returns HD for the Switch console, originally playable back in 2010 on the Wii console. The DK adventure finds the duo chasing after a tribe of characters that have stolen their banana hoard.
Oh my goodness, the nostalgia in this, right?
Right, yes.
Well, gamers can now live out their chocolatier fantasies in a chocolate factory simulator set in a steampunk-inspired setting. Players learn to craft cocoa confections with the help of a steam-powered robot named, what else but Nougat. That seems appropriate.
Yeah.
The sweet sim is playable now.
All right. Hey, today recognize a time and era decades ago when people made, sold, or transported alcohol illegally. So yeah, Friday is National Bootleggers Day. The term first came to describe those who concealed flasks of liquor in a boot top in the 1800s. The name became popularized during the Prohibition era that began in 1920.
Whether illegal untaxed liquor was made by moonshiners or smuggled by bootleggers, Prohibition lasted 13 long years. Moonshine runners are even credited with the inspiration for NASCAR racing. It's also a good time to learn about speakeasies, flappers, the Roaring Twenties, and America during the Prohibition era.
Very interesting. All right, Tiffany has a final look at your weather when we come back.
Valentine's Day at the Country Mercantile is where passion meets perfection in every handcrafted delight. Our master chocolatiers create gourmet chocolates, chocolate-dipped strawberries, and delicious works of art, each piece a testament to timeless elegance. From balloons, local ciders, and fresh flowers to carefully curated gift baskets, every gift is a masterpiece designed to speak the language of love. Make this Valentine's Day extraordinary. Explore our collection in store or online at countrymercantile.com.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off, plus a free thermostat on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like blackjack, pai gow, and high card flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Here comes the 31st annual Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 24th, 25th, and 26th at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Come see Masai, the famous African lion. Check out the hourly hunting and fishing seminars. Kids can fish at Lunker Lake. See the trophies of the Northwest Big Game Display. 2 buildings full of exhibitors, boats, RVs, pickups, ATVs, and more. It's the Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 24th through 26th in Pasco. Don't miss it.
It's that time again.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds on brand name mattress sets.
All remaining models from last year's inventory are on sale.
Here's your chance to get a comfortable, great night's sleep at up to 60% off.
Don't hesitate, or else you'll have to wait another year to take advantage of these incredible savings.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout, and they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
It's going to be a great weekend to hit the slopes, although you will need to dress in layers. Highs only in the 30s in the Tri-Cities and in Yakima. The coldest morning will be Monday morning with widespread teens out there. And then for Monday, MLK Day, for any marches or parades, it will be on the cold side with temperatures in the 20s to around 30 degrees during the late morning, early afternoon. So be sure to bundle up and also carry a winter emergency kit in your car. Back to you.
All right, great tips. We got to get ready for it, Austin.
We do.
All right, that'll do it for us for the news at 6.
Yeah, hoping your news is good news. Have a beautiful weekend.